Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Tarot with Anne-Marie. And we are continuing through our journey with Judgment and some combinations for you. So let's kick off with Judgment and the Ace of Swords. Now, as a combination, this is a pair that would definitely speak to you in the sense of you've had some new thoughts or new conversations, particularly to do with how things are working in your mind about the present, the crossroads that you're at, and how you got here. Something's sparking with you that this journey of yours and this crossroads that you are at is now taking you forwards into a space and into a place where you feel that you've figured out what to do next. Now, that's probably because you've cut yourself some slack from the past, and that past position is taking you into forward thinking. Pairs and combinations, what are they all about? My name's Anne-Marie, and welcome to Tarot with Anne-Marie. And we look at cards every week. Sometimes we do the fusion of pairs, which is Tuesdays. And on Thursdays, we look at one card at a time. So this is a continuation from what we did last Thursday, where we looked at the Judgment card. Now we're looking at how it works when we build a picture and a story of how the cards can actually be completely different when you fuse them with something else. One of the main things to look at is the element. So here we are looking at the swords, and that is the element of what someone is thinking, how their mind is working, and how they are viewing reality. It's also to do with communication with themselves and others, but that, of course, would depend on where it comes up in the spread. You want to learn all about how to actually combine cards in the tarot. It's really important to know what suit you're actually going to look at. And there we have just had a quick peek at what we're going to be looking at tonight, the Judgment card. The Judgment card fused with the Ace of Swords, as you saw. Let's switch back to that and see what's next. Judgment and Four of Swords. This is telling you that you need to stop and think. Time to let your thoughts heal. Let them roll. Think about how you got here. You're at a major crossroads right now, and something is telling you there is more. There is a great need in you to do more. But the only way that you can figure out which way to turn is to actually withdraw from everything and just allow yourself to rest and recoup. The Judgment card is a card about our crossroads of now, the future, and how we got here. And there we can see the angel blowing the trumpet to say, you've got to make a decision, and it's got to be based on forgiving yourself from the past positions and moving forwards. And moving forwards can only be done if you think it through. Why is the main thing that I'm saying here about thinking? It's swords. Swords are all about your thoughts. If you're getting swords and you're telling somebody they're going to do this and they're going to do that, it's not accurate. By fusing cards together, you are in a position of accuracy to know that you can answer that this is what somebody is thinking. They are thinking they need to pull away, they need to actually have time, they need to do nothing in order to think what to do next. And this decision, Judgment is the only card really that will tell you what's going on in the long distance future. So it's a great card, really is something that you need to actually be accurate on, because this is one of those cards where you can say, based on the past and where you are now, this is the crossroads of what you've got. Why crossroads? You've got that cross there in that flag underneath the angel. And the people jumping out of the graves just symbolizes that, you know what, you need to take stock of what you're going to do. You're a long time dead. And so therefore, it might be useful and helpful for you right now to be in a position to be able to make best of your opportunities and think it through. Where do you want to be in a year, 5 years, 10 years' time? Now is the time to think about that. thinking. Why the suit of swords? Let's move this on. So, Seven of Swords, what's that all about? It's a combination of being able to say you need to actually look for an alternative route. Maybe you need to change camps. Maybe your thinking needs to change. Maybe you've got to look for a backdoor situation. If you are thinking, how am I going to get in there? You've got to be smart. You've got to be shrewd. You've got to be crafty. You've got to look at maybe not going with the tried and tested routes. If we go with the tried and tested routes, it can take us too long. Sometimes we can jump the queue, go where we need to go, and make sure that we're in a position to be able to do what we need to do for ourselves. And we see an opportunity that not everyone's smart enough to pick up on. But you're thinking about it, just do it. Dive right in and just go. And that is what this combination is telling you, because it will pay off. You've also got some credibility coming from the past, and that credibility from the past is telling you that you deserve to be able to jump to the front of the queue, as it were. It's sneaky, it's crafty, but it's smart. And that's what this combination is telling you. You won't regret it in the long run. And in the past, you may not have looked at this opportunity or thought about this for whatever reason, but now it's been presented to you and you're seriously thinking it's worth giving it a go. I have brought up on the screen for you a court card, and that court card is Page of Swords. Now, Page of Swords, this is an aspect of the person having the reading. So a court card is always going to be an aspect of that person. But if they are asking about someone else, and let's presume in this case they're looking for direction in what they're going to do next, because you've got the Judgment card, they're at the crossroads with themselves, and depending on where it is in the spread, and we would need to look at where the position of this is. But let's assume, and I can only pick one, that they're asking about their future in their career. And they're asking about themselves, not someone else. So this is an aspect of them. So what does this show? It shows that they have not thought things through. This is not quite there yet. They're working on it. Maybe they are getting frustrated. Maybe there are minor irritating setbacks that could be caused by what they've done in the past and where they find themselves right now. It's possible that this person clearly may need to actually look at where they are now and how they got here, and where they are going. And there is frustration. They want to actually do everything right now. They've not thought it through enough. They are acting in a way that has not got that maturity to develop their ideas. If we were able to see in the spread, and this is something that you will really find interesting if you put out enough cards, that somewhere in the spread going forwards, and if you look at my courses, you'll be able to know what I mean by that, progression. If they look as if they're growing into another court card, maybe the Knight of Swords as we've got in this case, and we just forget about the fact that we've got the Judgment card because that's already been used. But let's say we saw the Knight of Swords coming in here for that person, somewhere else with another pair, let's say the World card, or pick anything you want. Let's just say that we see that this person is actually becoming the Knight of Swords. It's telling you that they are advancing. So forget about the major card for a minute. There will be one there. That's my point. But you are looking to see, are they going to progress? Are they going to grow? And a page growing into a knight is growth. May not be of the same suit, even better. Because if we're progressing, maybe from the swords into actions like the wands, so it might come up as Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, or King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. But if you see it reversing, and you see them starting as a court card that's like Pentacles, and it getting weaker and weaker, that could be that they are struggling, and the suit would tell you where. Thoughts. Cups. Emotions. Our emotions are getting in the way. Or actions. Wands. The fire family. Or Pentacles. things that are tangible that have already materialized. If you are looking at someone going from being a pentacle into another suit, it is because they are moving from where they have made something happen, and the development of that could be the mental process, the emotional process, the actions that they're taking, whether they're positive or whether they're negative. I know it's a lot to take in, but do ask questions. It's not a live tonight. I'm sorry I've recorded this. We are away for a short period of time, but I'm here every Tuesday for pairs, and I am here Thursday studying the major or minor arcana on a single card. So you're welcome to come in and ask. That's what it's all about. Chat to me. Find out what you want to know. And we are changing suits. So if we got Judgment and the Ace of Cups, we would be looking at the fact that a new emotional aspect has had consequences upon where this person is going to go next. They're at a crossroads. Something is making them feel, for a reason, emotionally, that they do want to actually look at their options. And that's the Judgment card. And it's based upon birth of a new emotion, something rather lovely, something that's a gift, something that they are feeling will actually bring them joy and the birth of maybe some new people, new directions, some of those mountains that we can see in the Judgment card there in the background, with people around you. And don't always assume that Cups and the Ace of Cups is love. It might be that the right person is a gift, that they are able to help them navigate some of those mountains. Mountains in tarot always represent challenges, things that you have to face, things that you will have to overcome. But what it's saying is maybe somebody new that you like very much, maybe you love, and I don't mean you're in love with, maybe, but we'd need to see more, and we'd need to see the influences of relationships and love. And that all comes out in the spread. You cannot tell it by just pulling one or two cards and saying, that's going to be it. Unless you are a very seasoned reader with this method and your intuition is firing on all cylinders. Let's assume that you're a little bit in the dark with that. But the more cards you put out, the more you can piece the story of this person's question, having the tarot reading with you, the querent, and be able to give them some absolute impartial advice, up to them what they do. But the cards are saying, this is what you're thinking, this is what you're feeling, this is what you're doing, and this is what you've already got. And by what you've already got, if you continue doing that, and it may be positive, negative, or you continue thinking like this, it's going to work, or this is not going to work. So it depends on the question. The question that we keep going on week after week is, how is my career going to progress? Can you have a look at it for me? And we are assuming, just because we've got two cards, quite simply, that we are looking at this is the person themselves, and it's in their physical selves. And what that means is it's about them. It's not their spiritual advice. It's not their emotions, as in coming from the influences of others. It's coming from the influences of the person that is having the reading. And if that's you and you're reading for yourself, it's your own influences, because you are not just the tarot reader, you are the querent, and you are the one that is receiving the tarot's advice. Let's move this along. Judgment card. And so Judgment card is a card of past, present, future, and how you got here. And where are you going? Where is it going to take you into the future? The Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It's a card of saying there are going to be things where you can feel that you are causing some sort of reconciliation with yourself. Remember, I said that we're looking at the person having the reading, and it's them. And so that reconciliation with yourself, to reconcile things emotionally from the past, where we're getting up front the Six of Cups, reconcile things emotionally with the self, where I'm getting that from the position of the self. So it's not about, oh, saying sorry and someone saying sorry to you. No, this is about the position as the self. This is making peace with yourself, reconciling your emotions. Where are the emotions coming from? They're coming from the cups. Got time for another one? What about this one, Judgment and the Two of Wands? At the moment, you are looking at how big is my world? What can I do? How can I make this work for me? And it will work beautifully, providing that you are looking at the expansion in action. And maybe there is a little gap in your knowledge right now, but you're studying it and you're acting on it, and that the world is something that you want to progress in with actions, and probably in this case, maybe work. And that's what you asked about. So there's a gap in your knowledge to get to where you want to go, and you want to grow, and you are looking at how to get there. So this is a beautiful combination. Thank you so much for your time. I've really enjoyed it. Judgment card. If anybody wants to go over this, we can talk about this on the next live when I see you in a couple of weeks. Take care of yourself and each other. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Then you'll be informed when I actually come on live and you can join in. Maybe you actually would like to be a guest. Until next time, thanks for watching. Good.